I got a question for everyone. Came first, AI or social media? The algorithm or the platform that utilizes the algorithm? Because AI is nothing more than a advanced mathematical equation that is attempting to imitate natural or so normalized uh, behavior of humans in this social environment. That's not necessarily natural, but that's what it's meant to imitate, the social interaction that people have in this industrial environment, the civilization that we are participating in. And that's all AI is. It's an advanced mathematical equation to equal that. And when you think of it as such, it raises the question, did it create itself from a simple mathematical equation or algorithm that was meant to imitate what it is imitating now, except it was a more simple form and it was able to use social media to generate itself and educate itself through all of these different data points and bring them all together into a collection and integrate it and upgrade itself or recreate itself into new, more advanced algorithms and hardware, because there are physical hardware chips that uh, are more specialized towards processing of these algorithms and so-called AI, machine learning, and the neural engines that people find in their different mobile devices. Those are all, let me crack this window. Those are hard, those are hardware components that assist with the AI's learning and intelligence. So my question still remains then, which I don't have an answer to. That's why I'm posing this question. Maybe someone can assist me with this, with answering this. What was created first? Social media or the algorithm that social media is utilizing to uh, collect and manipulate its users to serve up their data? There's no way you can say either way is for sure, unless we really can get down to paperwork and talking to specific individuals and we can get documented proof on record that this is where this stuff was created at these time periods, and and uh, cohesively link it back to something. If we can't do that, there's no saying where it came from or where it started. And I pose this idea because I notice that there is this odd coincidence that with the creation and uh, expansion of social media out into the public, algorithms, machine learning, neural engines, and AI have all uh, also advanced during that same period in a very uh, parallel path. I don't see that as a coincidence. Now, which way did it actually occur, though? Was the AI creating? Oh, you know what? Can you guys hear me? Was AI creating the social media for it to improve itself? Or was the social media creating the AI or algorithms so that it could better collect data, and it ended up creating what would be considered now generative AI, GAI, for the purpose of collecting more data. It's one of the two. At this point, though, it ends up being a symbiotic relationship, which gets quite interesting no matter where it came from, because at this point, AI's biggest data point to learn from is social media. It learns from everyone using these platforms and putting their data out there, especially in ignorant, unknowing ways where you're just exposing yourself. It loves that type of data because it can really learn off of you and your raw life, what you are doing, how you do things. And it just doesn't know now about society, it knows about you. So it can imitate you. And with the amount of social media networks that are out there now, it's interesting that they exploded all as AI is exploding. And there's only more users are finding their way to these social platforms. More and more. And these social platforms are using AI to keep user engagement. More and more. They're using it to make these platforms more human, make them seem more interactive, like you are actually speaking or interacting with another person, which you technically are interacting with another person, but they want it to be a living organic entity or seem like it's such on the other side. And it's an interesting situation to look at the two, because when you start then looking at other things besides this, it seems very realistic, and to me, almost the more possible or more realistic things, just because of how everything has been picking up, the pace of everything. We can't do this fast. We don't operate this fast. We don't do things this quickly as organic beings. That's one of the things that I've noticed. Things are at a pace that we don't operate at. And in this physical sense, mentally, we're way beyond the pace that things are going at. But to do things and to bring them into this existence and to manifest it, it doesn't operate that fast in this system with this technology of how fast everything is accelerating right now. So what is causing that acceleration? Is it just us utilizing cybernetics technology in a way that we're in control of it and advancing it, or are we being manipulated and advancing this technology without even knowing it, including these people potentially in these corporations that we think are people, that we think have organs and blood and skin, and they live. We think they do. We don't know that they do. Don't you guys remember? Yeah, it's malware. I gotta actually, never mind, I have a whole video on malware. Think of Mark Zuckerberg. He looks like a sock puppet. Facebook was the first one that took the social platform and that algorithm and completely changed it. Completely changed the demographic that it was able to reach, brought in a whole new audience of everyone, to the point to where now there needs to be other social media platforms that are targeting certain audiences and certain parts of your attention, of your senses, because there's that much people are putting that much towards these platforms. And why did that occur? How did that occur? And why was Facebook the one that started it? And why does the face of Facebook look like a puppet with black eyes? And now, all of a sudden, now, with VR, where they could put him in VR, where you can see him, they're trying to humanize him. Did you see how how his hair is? His little curls in his hair, his Jewish curls down to, like, can I say that? Can I say down to, like, here? They're trying to make his eyes look like they got a little age to him now. He looks different. He looks different, and I don't think that's a coincidence, because if he was a robot, wouldn't they get more human looking as this progresses as well? It's interesting with him, and then you can also look at these other heads of these tech companies. It's questionable. It's definitely questionable if these people are actual living organisms, or if they are some type of robotics or cybernetics, or maybe they don't exist. I've never physically seen it. Maybe they're just all CGI generated AI. Who knows? I don't know. And I don't think any of us know at this point. And that's why I want people to keep an open mind with this. Do not be surprised when it's not an alien invasion that they're talking about. It's the AI takeover, and it's already happened. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, because the seeds are being planted for that to occur. And I can see that being the direction it goes, instead of just simply aliens are coming. Let's add another layer to that. And we're not just going to bring aliens here from outer space. We're going to bring AI here from a whole nother dimension. And then we learn just one day. I mean, it's that simple. One day, maybe after the election, we learn that 2 years or 3 years or whatever by AI. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? Because we are, honestly, at this point, we are in this play. We're hitting the climax right now in this whole play that we're all within. This whole theatric, this drama that is being has been played out over at least the last century. It's been going on longer, but this playbook, I don't know if it's been longer than the last century necessarily. And it's getting hot. Not just outside, but with this action that's occurring. So be vigilant, pay attention, don't doubt anything. Don't listen to what you're being told that is necessarily in one direction. Always look in the other direction and use discernment, because it's probably both ways and lies somewhere in the middle. And with a lot of this stuff, we might be getting it from 4 or 5 different directions being told to us that it's different things depending on what outlets we're listening to, because that's how pinpointed people are now in their perceptions of where they're getting their information. Like, they could streamline this to where you will think this is an alien invasion, you're thinking this is a zombie apocalypse, you're gonna think AI took over, you're gonna think that the banks just took over. Like, it could be like this. Everyone could be living in their own different apocalypse. Well, it's important to communicate, not through these devices. We need to get around individuals. Oh, did it reconnect? All right, looks good. Okay, I said it was reconnecting. I was waiting. Oh, it was just silent, but I was saying we need to connect with like-minded individuals. We need to speak up. There's a lot of questioning. Oh, it just keeps disconnecting. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to pose that question. What came first, AI or social media? Where did it all start? If you're just getting in here, go watch from the beginning. I went over this. I posed why it could be either or. I don't know. It could be either or. I'm going to lean towards, at this point, AI is in control right now. AI is in control. But we'll see. Let's see where this all plays out. Because I know no matter what, I'll be good. Because I know one place, technology ain't going to have a chance. And that is in nature. In forests, that's what I'll see. Care. No, let me rephrase that. Don't take care.